right, guys, we have a new intro here for the Bear Pack. Trey, if you want to pull up our subscriber goal, we are so very close to 9,000. We are 95 away, actually, from being to 9,000. We're going to give away a sports memorabilia giveaway. We're going to do that on our live show on Friday coming up here soon. And then we have the 10K subs for 1,000, and then the 12K sub. We're going to send someone to a game again. Probably not the Super Bowl, but who knows? Who knows? It depends on how fast you guys get us there. But, Trey, you would notice that we are down a man. Seth is no longer with us. He had to take a step back, dealing with some family stuff. So Trey, we love having 3 people on the show. So we are going to fix that problem with this. We're looking for one person each week for each video to compete for $250 on our college football, college basketball, NFL, or NBA video. This is going to be a contest for the Bear Pack to enter. All you got to do is comment Bear Pack on the video or sport you wish to compete in. So if you think you know the best, if you know the most in college football, you're going to comment on that college football video. If you think you know the most in the NBA, you're going to comment on that NBA video, okay? That's how it works. You can only compete in one of the sports, guys, only one of them. We will bring on one person per week to record videos for that selected sport, and they're going to give their picks for the entire week. So how that works is, in NBA, there's usually NBA every night, so we're going to have one person on the NBA show on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to have 7 picks. You're going to come on for the NBA. You're going to give out your picks for the entire week. The individual with the best record at the end of the season is going to win $250 for that sport. So we're going to have multiple people in and out every week. There's going to be someone different. If you think you're best in college football, you're going to comment on the college football video. If you think you're the best in the NFL, comment on the NFL video. We're going to keep a running score of everybody who comes on the show and gives out their picks for the week. The winner at the end of the season is going to win $250 for that sport. Something new, something fresh. We want to keep 3 people on the show, so we're going to ask the Bear Pack members to come on and give their best picks of the week. So if you're interested in that, comment Bear Pack on any of the videos you see this week. All right, Trey, let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NCAA football picks and props for Thursday, November 16th, slate of games. Before we get into the leaderboard, here are the winners for week 1. We're going to start the contest on Monday, November 20th. So if you see your name, you will be participating in that current sport, I guess I should say. And then if you're watching this video for the football, we're going to do that spin right now. We had a couple people comment yesterday on yesterday's video, so we're going to spin the wheel. Trey, I'll have you shuffle it up, and I think we have 5 names, 6 names. 5 names?
We got 6 names right here. Good luck, everybody. I'm just deeply depressed because one of my bets just lost.
Yikes.
Dennis Burns.
Dennis, baby. Hey, Dennis, you can reach us through Twitter, through text message, through a phone call, through FaceTime, through our email. Just reach out to us. We would love talking college football with you, Dennis. So Monday, Dennis, before Monday, reach out to us. We're going to get you set up a StreamYard and a chance for you to win $250 for the rest of the season. All right, let's get to the leaderboard, Trey. Start us off.
Yeah, the bet wasn't on this one, but yesterday I ended up giving out Ohio minus 10.5 versus Central Michigan. I have not looked at it for a few minutes, but whenever I did, Ohio, they were covering for us, and it was early in that game already. So I have complete faith in them to finish the game out strong and to get us that cover.
Yeah, 17-7 right now for Ohio. Their defense has been playing really well. My pick was Miami, Ohio minus 8.5 going up against Buffalo. Buffalo can't get anything going against the defense. Currently 13-3, 6 minutes into the third quarter. So it's looking all right now for the minus 8.5 cover. But Trey, let's take a look at the plays for tomorrow. There's only one game on the slate, and it's going to be a decent game. It's going to be Boston College going on the road to take on Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, the favorite, with 2 wins at home. The over-under is 45.5 points. Tell me who wins.
Yeah, I don't think this is a decent game at all. This is actually the first note I have on my notes. I'm kind of upset this is the only game on Thursday because this one might be a stinker. Because neither team has not looked overly impressive this season. Boston College, they come this game with a 6-4 record, but are 4-6 ATS. And before losing last week big to Virginia Tech by 26 points, they did have some momentum behind them, winning 5 games in a row. But whenever you actually break down who those 5 games were against, it is not all that impressive because over that span, the toughest team might have been Army, might have been Georgia Tech, might have been UConn. They just were not playing very good teams. So I'm not surprised that they sputtered off those 5 wins in a row. And this Pittsburgh team, like Bear said, they're not good. I'm not sure why they are favorites in this game because they do have a 2-8 record and are 2-7-1 ATS. And this has not been a very good season for the Panthers because they have lost 4 straight games and losing those 4 games by an average score of 33-11. It has been tough to watch this Pittsburgh team play. In this game, in my opinion, it's just going to be very ugly. So I'm going to stay away from a side here, and I'm going to go with the total. And I'm going to go with the under 46.5 total points in this game. It's at minus 122, which I absolutely love. I would be shocked if Pittsburgh reaches 20-plus points. And I'd be equally shocked if Boston College reached 30-plus points, because Pittsburgh, they've only scored 20-plus points in 4 out of their 9 FBS games this season. And Boston College, they've only scored 30-plus points against one FBS opponent this season. Neither one of these two teams can put up points on the board, so I'm just going to take the under 46.5 total points.
Yeah, I don't hate the play. I'm going to think the bookmakers, and I'm going to take Boston College on the money line plus money. Despite the loss last week from Boston College against Virginia Tech, this is the way better team. And if they're going to give us plus money, I will take it. 2 weeks ago in the Syracuse game, I overthought it, and I thought I was sniffing out a sharp play. And it turns out sometimes the line just doesn't make sense for any reason. Syracuse was favored against Boston College a few weeks ago, and Boston College still won that game pretty easily. They're going back on the road here against the Pittsburgh team, who's only won 2 games on the season, and the line is exactly the same as the Syracuse game, -3. So it's basically deja vu for me. But this time, I'm going to take the plus money with the better team. Pittsburgh is dead. They're not going to a bowl game. Boston College is not dead. They will be going to a bowl game, and they got a lot of decent wins this season, 5 straight, including 3 against the ACC. Boston College is great against the pass. They rank 3rd in the ACC, only allowing 187.2 yards per game. So I don't think Pittsburgh's going to be able to move the ball on this defense a lot. So give me Boston College on the money line as my play. Trey, let's move over to the player props. Start us off.
Yeah, and yesterday I gave out Jace Bauer under 179.5 pass yards against Ohio. I'm not scared of that small number because, guys, we are past halftime at this point of time at the game. And Jace Bauer, he is a massive 3 for 11 with 44 yards. This guy is a fucking trash can.
And I'm pretty certain that the 41 of those yards came on one play because I watched the touchdown that he threw. So, yeah, he's very, very bad. I have Richard Amos of Miami, Ohio to go over 88.5 rushing yards. I saw it played up to 91.5 some spots. So hopefully you guys got a decent line. He only had 6 carries in the first half. He's currently at 9 carries for 78 yards. So it is looking pretty good about 5 minutes into the third quarter in that game. So hopefully he can finish it out for us so we can cash that play. But Trey, let's take a look at the plays for tomorrow. Start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to go over to the rushing props here, and I'm going to take Rodney Hammond to go over his 56.5 rush yards against Boston College. Yes, I did just say that I do expect this game to be low scoring, but I actually do think that plays right into this prop because I think this game's going to be competitive. So Pittsburgh, they're going to have the ability to run the ball throughout this game, and Hammond, he is the workhorse for this Pittsburgh team because Hammond, he leads this Panthers team in rushing yards and rush attempts so far this season. So I think he's going to put his skills on full display in this game, and that is because this Boston College rush defense is no bueno. They are simply the definition of leaky. In Boston College, they give up the 25th most rushing yards in the entire college football. It's just not good. They give up an average of 180 rushing yards per game. So I easily expect Hammond to reach at least 57 rush yards here. I think that's easily doable. So give me Rodney Hammond to go over 56.5 rush yards versus Boston College.
Yeah, Trey, I like that play as well. For my player prop, I'm going to take another rushing prop. It's going to be Thomas Castellanos to go over his rushing yards against Pittsburgh. Castellanos didn't have a great game on the ground against Virginia Tech, only having 11 carries with 46 yards. And it's always tough taking a quarterback as a rushing prop because any sacks they take counts as negative rushing yards for us. However, I'm still going to take Castellanos to go over his rushing yards because he's one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the ACC. He has nearly 1,000 yards rushing on the season with 10 touchdowns. And Pittsburgh is a pretty good team against the pass. So I do expect them to keep the ball on the ground for most of this game. Pittsburgh this season is giving out 158 yards per game on the ground, and teams are pounding the rock against them because they're only allowing 3.77 yards per play on the ground. That 3.77 yards is actually a pretty good stat. That's the same amount that Georgia gives up this season, but teams aren't going away from the run because the pass defense has been good. I expect Boston College to continue to try to run the ball in this game, the entire game, most of the game. So I expect him to have at least 50% of the carries for this team because he has 50% of the carries for the team. I'm going to take Thomas Castellanos to go over his rushing yards as my play. Trey, let's go to the graphics. Start us off.
Yeah, and I gave out the under 46.5 total points in the Boston College versus Pitt game. Neither one of these two offenses are overly inspiring, so I love the under there. And also parlayed that with Rodney Hammond to go over 56.5 rush yards versus Boston College. And this BC rush defense gives up the 25th most rush yards, so I expect Hammond to eat throughout this game.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be scared away from this line this time. I'm going to take Boston College on the money line. I think they're the better team. And I'm going to take the quarterback, Thomas Castellanos, to go over his rushing yards against Pitt. Teams like to ground and pound against Pittsburgh, and I think that's going to continue in this game. But, guys, that's going to do it for NCAA football plays and props for Thursday, November 16th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You can click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,